Okay, we are ready to start our very first cursive lesson. If you have this paper, go ahead and get it out. If you don't, check the description below and you can go grab yourself a copy. Hey kids, we're going to take a look at the letter C. Here's the printed version of this letter. This is what you're used to seeing in books when you're reading, and this probably looks very close to how it does whenever you write it. Let's take a look at the cursive letter C, and we'll kind of check and see how it looks similar or different. So here's the cursive letter. The main difference that you'll probably notice is this line right here. It's because in cursive, letters are connected and all lowercase cursive letters can start at the base line, so at the bottom line that you're writing on. So this line right here is just the line that you're going to trace up to get to the top of the C and then go back down so that you can write it. Because you wouldn't want to write a letter and then pick up your pencil and come up to the top because cursive is connected. So you just trace a little line up there to get to the top so that you can make the letter correctly. The only other real difference that you'll notice is that it slants a little bit towards the right. All cursive slants a little bit to the right, and so this one is just a little more squished this way, but that's really the only difference. So now we're going to get into actually practicing this letter, so get your pencils ready. If you take a look at this C here, you'll see that it goes way up high here. That would actually end up being the line that's going to connect to the following letter that comes after the C in a word. Like if you were writing cat, you would connect this to the A. If you'll take a look right here, you can see there's a line that is the lead-in line going to the C. You don't see it up here. If you're writing C as the first letter of a word, you can just start here and go around like you would a regular printed C. But if C is coming after another letter, you'll have this lead in because it'll connect to it. And the thing that I like to teach kids so that they don't get confused is that every single cursive letter in lowercase can start on this base line. So if you ever get confused about where to start, just always come down to the baseline and you're going to start from there. I'm going to use some colors to show the strokes that we're making, just like we did in the cursive basics video. So you don't have to add these colors to this. I'm just going to do it to kind of help you remember those strokes. If you want to color it, you can, if you have some highlighters or crayons. If you want to just trace over it with your pencil or with one color, you can do that. I'm going to start with pink because that was the color that we used to code the overcurve. Now, when we're on the baseline and we go up and we round it, that's an overcurve line. Now, it's not on this one, but it would be like going up and around like that. So that's the overcurve line. The next line that we're going to do is the down curve. So now to make the actual C, we're going around and down. We're really going to be tracing back over the same line that we made, but I wanted you to be able to see the two different colors. The next line that we make is going to be our undercurve line. That's pretty much always going to be the release stroke whenever you finish a letter. So when you finish that letter, you just do an understroke and release. Now this one's coming up really high, and that would actually be the line that connects to the next cursive letter. Okay, the next thing we need to remember before we start is just that when you write in cursive, you are always going to slant your paper a little bit. Since I'm right-handed, I am going to slant my paper to the left. So it's always the opposite way of which hand you write with. So I'm right-handed, so I'm slanting to the left. The right corner is going to be higher. If you're left-handed, you'll slant to the right and the left corner will be higher. All right, so this first cursive C that we're making is going to start down on the baseline, and I'm going to pull that line up and over, come down just a little bit, trace it back around and release. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple letter. So up and over, back around and release. Up and over, back around and release. You'll get to this kind of movement the more you practice, so don't be worried if it doesn't look perfect at first. All right, we're going to do the next one on our own. Back around, looks pretty good. So this little line right here, this overcurve, that's just the little line that's leading into our letter. It's usually going to be an overcurve. Sometimes it'll be an undercurve depending on what letter you're making. But we're going to do this same basic movement to do all of the letters that have a rounded shape in them. So we're going to do C with a rounded shape, and A has this same rounded shape. So once we get this basic idea down, we'll just be using it over and over again in a lot of different letters. Okay, let's go down to the next line. Now we're going to connect two. So watch. Don't pick up your pencil. You're going to go around. There you go. Okay, the next one. Back around, up and over, back around. Perfect. Now you're getting the hang of this. And I'm still keeping this lead-in on here just to kind of get used to that. So I'm going to do that sometimes and sometimes I won't. But just remember, you can always start all lowercase cursive letters on that baseline if you ever get confused. All right, looks pretty good. Okay, now I've got one that doesn't have that lead-in. I'm just going to make it. There we go. And again, it's probably feeling a lot more comfortable now. And I can do another set. Now we can't make any words yet, but we'll get there. Okay, now on this one, I'm not going to do the lead-in, so I'm going to start just below this dotted line, up and over, keep going, around, and release. Just below that dotted line, and release. Good. All right, I'm going to add the lead-in on this one. Sometimes when you're first learning, it's a little bit easier to use that lead-in and it just kind of gets your hand ready for where it's going. So you just do what's comfortable for you. All right, it looks really good. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to go back and look and find your very best C that you made. I think the one that I think looks the best is this one right here. It looks pretty good. All right, now we are going to get ready to do lowercase a. So when we look at this A, this is probably not the A that you write, but this is probably the A that you see in books a lot when you're reading. So let's take a look at the cursive letter A and see how it fits over it. So you'll notice that a cursive letter A starts down on the bottom and goes up and then back around to connect and then down, and it's slightly slanted, but it really fits over this middle part of the A here. So it looks very similar. And then let's take a look at the A that is probably something similar to how you write an A. And let's put the cursive letter over it, and it fits pretty well. You'll just notice this slight kind of slanting. This part is less rounded than probably how when you make it. Now it is the same basic movement as the C. There's just one extra step. So I'm going to coat it with the colors. Once again, you can just use a highlighter or a crayon or use your pencil. And I'm going to start with that over curve line. That's just getting my pencil to the top of the A where I need to start the letter. Since I'm starting on the baseline, I don't want to pick up my pencil if I was connecting it to another letter. So I'm just going to use this over curve line to get my pencil ready. Then I'm going to use the down curve. So that's just kind of tracing back around. And then I'm going to use the under curve to go up, but I'm not going out here. I'm going up and connecting to kind of close the circle of this A. And then I'm going to get blue and I'm going to bring a slant line down. Remember, a slant is basically a straight line in cursive, but it's tilted to the right. So I'm going to bring that line down to get back down to the bottom, and then I'm going to do my release stroke, which is my undercurve. Okay, so it's a little different than the C, but still it starts out completely the same. You just come back up and connect it. Okay, here's this first A. So I'm going to trace that line up and over, back around, come back up and connect, pull the line down and release. Up and over, back around, don't forget to connect, pull it down. Okay, now what you want to be careful about when you're making an A is you do have to bring this curve line down below the dotted line. If you stop here and you go back around, you won't have anything to connect it to over here. It'll look funny. So you've got to go all the way around just below that little dotted line and then back around so you have a place to connect it. Okay, keep going. Now we're going to do one on our own. Up and over, back around. Looks good. It's probably feeling a lot more comfortable to you at this point. All right, so let's go to the next line. Now, if at any point I get ahead of you, just pause the video if you need to. Okay, don't pick up your pencil. Up and over, back around. All right, we've got 2 together. Or if you need to see something again, just back it up a little bit and you can watch it again. So it's totally up to you how long you take, because it's not a race. And you don't want to rush through it and then have it to where they don't look very nice. You want them to look nice, so go slow while you're learning. Okay, and then 2 more connected, up and over, back around, and release. And mine right there didn't quite connect, but it still is close enough that it'll still look like an A. No one will be confused. Okay, now we don't have this lead-in line here. If you're more comfortable using it, just go ahead and make it. Sometimes I think it's a little bit easier to use it. Okay, now we're going to do one on our own. So up and over, back around. Again, don't pick up that pencil. Okay, up and over, back around. And another one. Okay, I'm going to try one without that lead in. You got to start right below the dotted line. Around, connect, and there. It's a little squishy. Like I said, some of them will look better than others, and that's okay. You'll have some really good ones in there. Just make sure you're not holding onto your pencil too tight or giving yourself a cramp in your hand. You don't want to do that. Okay, we can't spell anything yet, but we can start putting some letters together. So we're going to put C and A together. So here we go with a C. Connect it to the A. And then we're going to try again. C. Connect it there. And another one. I'm going to do one with the lead in. Okay, and then we're going to do AC. All right, it's looking really good, and I bet yours is too. So now what I want you to do is go ahead and find your very best A. So look through it and see which one you did that you think looks the best. I think I'm going to choose actually this one right here. I think looks really good for me. And then if you have a little bit more time, what you can do is you can grab a highlighter or a light colored pencil, and you can go back over these and you can trace to get some more practice. And I find that using a highlighter is a little bit easier sometimes because it has a fatter tip on it than a pen or a pencil does. And it's a little bit more forgiving if I get off a little bit. But this just kind of gives my hand a little bit more practice. And what's going to happen is your muscles in your hand are going to start remembering the movement, and you won't have to think about it so much anymore, okay? So you did a really great job on this. If you'd like to see some more of these videos, you can click the link down below and you can go and actually find my whole cursive handbook. Thanks for watching.